Good morning, High Vibe humans. I hope you're having a healthy breakfast today, or at least getting in one healthy meal. I know I am. Today is another day to practice mindfulness. And what am I going to do today? I don't know. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, mindfulness, and wellness. I'm usually a very energetic person. However, last night was a rough night with the baby, with the kiddos. I'm a little tired. I feel a little slow in the brain because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. It was broken up sleep. I did have a weird dream about like the female version of Ant-Man getting really small and going in my inner ear and looking in my ear and like specifically this ear and talking to me, and like I'm not sure what she was saying. And at one point I just wanted the experience to be over with. Like it was kind of cool at first, and then I started to overthink it. Having a small person inside of my body started to feel dangerous. And so I just wanted the experience to be over with. So that was my dream last night. Feel free to interpret it how you will. I think it was just because I've been watching superhero stuff at night. You know, one thing I don't think is mentioned about motherhood before you get into it is like we're all aware of the sleepless nights, but how to handle them or how to meditate through them or manage all these crazy thoughts and feelings that come up in the middle of the night, especially with hormones, especially if somebody is breastfeeding. It can change your hormones, which can have all these drastic changes to your psyche, right? And so how does one navigate those waters? So mindfulness has two important aspects: awareness and acceptance. And so the first is awareness and cultivating that muscle. I think it's a muscle. So like developing awareness is like developing a muscle. You have to practice. You have to lift these weights of awareness, right? We have to really hone in, focus in on what we're doing. And awareness starts with the present moment and attuning to the 8 senses. There are 8 body senses, okay? We're used to the main 5, but there's 3 additional body senses. So when I touched that bottle, what I noticed right away was that it was cold and wet. And so that's like using my senses to tune into the present moment and tune in to and being aware of my senses. If that makes sense, yeah. I'll share what has been helpful to me, and it's to reflect on the thoughts that come up, right? Whether it's writing them down or talking to a video journal. It's important to understand and acknowledge the thoughts that come up and accept them, right? Like, I did think that. I thought that. I'm not proud of it, but I did have that thought, and that is a part of me. So as an example, last night, I understood that both my kids were in a space where they most likely would not be sleeping. And I surrendered to that moment. Allow the understanding to come in that frustration is going to happen. And I'm probably not going to sleep tonight. So what can I do to busy myself? And I edited this vlog. I edited a video while I was in between children, you know, because I would get hungry, I would get thirsty in the middle of the night. And so then I have to take care of myself, and to distract myself and not dwell too much on negative thoughts, I would edit my videos, right? He was watching me. I'll show you. Today we have a few things that we need to get done. I will let you know when mindfulness comes up for me. Thanks for tuning into this video. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, and say hey in the comments.
Sunshine, smiles, and laughter beams, swings.